Hello, welcome back to the Basketball Soapbox. I'm Daniel Daly, and we're continuing our questions for each team in the NBA. Still in the Central Division, moving on to the Indiana Pacers, last year's Eastern Conference runner-up. Made a big splash last season, bringing in Pascal Siakam. Recently just extended T.J. McConnell. Benedict Matherin's supposed to make a full recovery and be back. He really didn't play for them last season. And who could be an impact player for them this season? Tyrese Halliburton coming off the Olympics. He had a weird injury last year that plagued him. Somehow they got through it all, got to the Eastern Conference Finals, ended up getting beat by the Boston Celtics in an overachieving role, right? And overachieving. And I'm thinking of this team kind of looking at them like a couple years ago, the Atlanta Hawks, in terms of where they had Trae Young leading the charge there and getting to the Eastern Conference Finals where they lost to the Bucks in 2021. Is this a repeat of that? It could be, right? But they're going to try to figure out. They have Pascal Siakam. They have a little bit more of a fluent offense, which has been their calling card. And Tyrese Halliburton passing and shooting deep from three. They moved on from Buddy Hield last year, moving him to Philadelphia. Made a couple moves there, but there's still a guy there that I'm looking at that could be moved for that team, and it is Myles Turner. How long do the Indiana Pacers move on from Myles Turner? And the reason why I asked that is just because they haven't signed into an extension. They signed TJ McConnell. This was going to be originally both him and TJ McConnell at this spot. But in terms of where this team is, you're looking at how much money Myles Turner makes, nearly $20 million a year, and you're wondering, where do they move on from him? Do they commit to him long term? He's always been in this type of trade rumor, or is he on the move, or is he going to be signed? Whatever the case may be, he's been in trade rumors, etc. He's been able to extend a couple times, but it's just like, where is that really going for this team? And looking around the league, it's like, where could he really go? Looking at teams like the Cleveland Cavaliers, maybe it's just a switch for him and Jared Allen. Maybe that makes sense on paper and maybe brings a little bit more shot blocking, a little bit more rebounding and stability there in the front court for the Indiana Pacers. Maybe that's a trade that makes sense for both teams. Looking at that, it just seems like he doesn't fit anymore with this team and their play style, and just trying to look at what their long-term solution is. I don't know if he fits that mold, and he's been there for a long time. I believe, he's the longest tenured since he's gotten league, been drafted by them. But it just looks like it makes sense to move on from him. There's always that idea that he can be traded to LA. That has been on the table since last year. Maybe even Phoenix. Maybe if Yusuf Nurkic is not working out there, maybe Myles Turner is a better option, especially on the defensive end, and especially the block shots for them. So there's a couple suitors out there that I think will be interested in a guy like Myles Turner who can help a team. And I think it will be smart for Indiana to move him either for picks or a player that can shoot, continue to double down, triple down on that offense there, and continue to add sprayers around Tyrese Halliburton and Pascal Siakam so they have room to operate. I think those are two options that they both can have. That'll be good, and I think it will be smart to move on from Myles Turner. Not that he's a bad player or anything, just for this team's play style and fit. I think they need something different at that position, at the center position there for them. So that's really the question for the Indiana Pacers. Do they move on from Myles Turner? Do they keep him? What do you guys think? Let me know. Like, comment, and subscribe in the comments down there. And we're going to be moving on to the favorite in this division, the Milwaukee Bucks. They've been struggling for the past couple of years, but stay tuned. Stay tuned, and I'll let you know my question for that. Thank you.